topic is Australia. Well, all of us we know that Australia is an island continent and the smallest continent in the world. It is occupied by a single country and it is the sixth largest country in the world and it is almost double the size of India. Australia was first sighted by a Dutch navigator William Zanzoon in 1606. It is totally in the southern hemisphere and in the eastern hemisphere, between the latitudinal extent 10 degrees south and 44 degrees south and longitudinal extent 112 degrees east and 154 degrees east. The Tropic of Capricorn passes almost through the middle of the country. It is surrounded by Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean and the Southern Ocean. Politically, Australia is divided into 6 self-governing states and 2 centrally administered territories. Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, South Australia, Western Australia and Tasmania are the self-governing states. The Northern Territory and the Australian Capital Territory are the centrally administered territories. Australia has 3 physical divisions. Number 1, Western Plateau, number 2, Central Lowlands and number 3, Eastern Highland. Now we will know first regarding the Western Plateau. It is a vast plateau and it is made up of very hard rock. It has some of the important mountain ranges like the Hamersley Range, the Musgrave Range, the MacDonnell Range and the Darling Range. This plateau also consists of some of the important deserts like the Great Sandy Desert, the Gibson Desert, the Great Victoria Desert and the West Australian Desert, which covers the interior of the plateau. This plateau is also rich in mineral resources. Next physical division is the Central Lowland, which is in between the Western Plateau and the Eastern Highlands. This region is also divided into 3 smaller regions. Number 1, the Great Artesian Well, number 2, the Eyre Basin and number 3, the Murray-Darling Basin. The Great Artesian Basin is located mainly in the states of Queensland and New South Wales. It is the world's largest artesian basin, known for its groundwater reserves tapped for irrigation purpose. The Lake Eyre Basin is a large area of inland drainage. It is also an saltwater lake. A number of rivers disappear over here without reaching the sea. The Murray-Darling Basin derives its name from its 2 major rivers, that is, the Murray and the Darling River. The Darling is the longest river of Australia. This basin area is the most fertile part of Australia. The next physical division is the Eastern Highland. It has long, arc-shaped mountain range which is known as the Great Dividing Range. Other important ranges are the Blue Mountain and the Australian Alps. The Mount Kosciuszko, the highest peak of Australia, also lies in this highland. We have also the Great Barrier Reef in this highland, which is the world's largest coral reef. Now we will know regarding the climate of Australia. Since the Tropic of Capricorn passes almost through the middle of the continent, the northern part of the continent is having tropical climate and the southern part is having temperate climate. Climatic regions of Australia is divided into the tropical monsoon type, the temperate type, the desert type and the Mediterranean type. Now we will know regarding the forest cover of Australia. Australia is having tropical forest in the northeastern part and it is having temperate forest in the Eastern Highland and parts of Tasmania. The eucalyptus tree is the most common form of tree which is found over here and it is also known as the gum tree. Now we will know regarding the wildlife of Australia. Australia is having many unique wildlife. Most of the native mammals of Australia are marsupials. Example, koala, kangaroos. Other important animals are the duckbill platypus and the wild dog dingo. Some of the important birds of Australia are the lyrebird, the emu and the kookaburras. Now we will know regarding some of the important centers and places of Australia. Sydney is the most populous city of Australia and is also known as the harbour city. Melbourne is the centre of industry commerce and cultural activity, and it is often called as the sporting and cultural capital of Australia. Canberra is the capital of Australia. The Sydney Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge are the two important places of tourist attraction in Australia. Hope you liked today's topic, and next we will come with more interesting topics.